Welcome back to Living Local. Just last year alone, there were more than 5,200 reports of child abuse and neglect in the Quad Cities region, a 17% increase since 2020. Now, for more than 40 years, preventing child abuse has been the Child Abuse Council's mission to connect children and families with the services that they need to thrive. And that work will actually continue for future generations, but under a new name. And so we're talking about that new name today and the rebranding of this wonderful organization. So joining us here in studio, we have Brooke Hendrix with what is now called Every Child. So good to have you here in studio.
Thank you for having us.
And like you had said, it's been an adjustment, I'm sure, but has it been a good adjustment? Are you feeling good about this rebrand?
Yeah, it's been a great adjustment. Our whole goal in the rebrand was to be, have a more positive and inclusive name, and that is like we overshot the target on that one. It's been amazing.
Well, that's awesome. And so that was one of the biggest reasons then for you to change the name from the Child Abuse Council.
Yes, we really wanted to take some of that stigma away. We wanted families to feel welcome in engaging our services, and kind of just take the negativity of the word abuse out of it, because really what we're there for is to help kids and families and to prevent child abuse. So doing that in a more positive and inclusive way has really been encapsulated in that new name. And
that's so good that you are feeling good about this change, because I'm sure getting used to a new name is probably an adjustment, but yes, it's good that it is working out really well. So tell us a little bit more about your mission. I know you just touched on it, but what services do you provide to people here in the area?
Yeah, so our mission is to eliminate child abuse and prevent child abuse in the Quad Cities region in our community. And we do that by strengthening families and providing them with confidence and the ability to provide their kids with those healthy, safe childhoods that every child deserves. Our programming ranges from treatment programs, so therapy for kids 0 to 5 and forensic interviewing, to education programs like Healthy Families, which does home visiting, and our doula services, and then prevention, so just community trainings and events.
Okay, all very good things and important programs to have access to, too. How do people actually go about gaining access to the programs and the services that you offer?
They can be referred by another community provider, or they can refer themselves. If parents or community members are interested in either services or training, all they have to do is call or send an email to our through our website.
Okay, sounds good. Very good for people to know at home, too, because I'm sure that it's something that people never want to deal with, but if you ever do come across it, it is important to know that there are community partners out there to step in and help.
Yep.
Yes, and with it being Child Abuse Prevention Month, what are some things that people can be on the lookout for and keep in mind as we're going through this month and then obviously past this month, too?
I think the important things to keep in mind that Child Abuse Awareness Month brings up is that there are really simple things that every community member can do to support families, whether it's checking in on a neighbor, providing that support for kids. Kids can be stressful, so just being that supportive ear or being that person that a neighbor can vent to is huge. Linking neighbors with services and community members with services goes a long way to protect kids. And then as far as April goes, you may have seen pinwheels popping up last week. I think we started. By the end of the month, we'll have over 1,600 pinwheels planted in the community. So look for those symbols of those happy childhoods we want for all of our kids.
You can see some on the screen there. That's awesome. Is there any place in particular that people can be on the lookout for?
Yeah, we planted at the Davenport Police Department last week. And then I know we have some at Family Resources, Humility, Homes and Services. They'll be popping up this week at the Rock Island County Courthouse and next week at the Moline Police Department.
Well, that'll be fun to check out, too.
Yeah.
And for such a wonderful cause and an important one as well. Lastly, is there anything that people can do to support your mission and everything that you have going on?
Yeah, we have volunteer opportunities in a couple of our programs. We have a gala coming up at the end of the month, so that's one way. And really, there's opportunities to either support a program through providing like activity bags for our kids who go to therapy, or even just donating. That's always a way to support and make sure that our programs remain available and free to our participants.
Absolutely. All very good things to note. Well, Brooke, thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, thank you again for having us.
Of course. And congratulations on this milestone. It's such a good one.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course. Now, to learn more about the organization, you can check out foreverychild.org, and we will have those details posted over on our website too at ourquadcities.com.